How's it going, everyone? I'm Eric Keaton. Welcome to another For All podcast with SPCA Tampa Bay. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So that means right now, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. If you got the email around 10:30, 11 today, pass along those links to your friend. We have some special guests coming up. We're going to meet one of our newest ambassadors. We're going to learn about hurricane preparedness for your pet and learn about fostering. Because if you're thinking about fostering, you might be looking at some of these animals that came in from Georgia. That's the top of our barking news. That's right. Once again, we had a regularly scheduled transfer from Whitfield County Animal Services. It is our barking news. We normally call that breaking news if you're in the big business, but since we're in the animal welfare business, it's called barking news. That's right. And here it is at 0630, dark 30, or what did Robin Williams say in the movie Good Morning Vietnam? What's the O stand for? It stands for, oh my God, it's early. And it was early for Caitlin Coley and team of volunteers and staff and Matt, our videographer, number of dogs that came in. It's another one of those southern shelters, Whitfield County Animal Shelter in Dalton, Georgia. They were near capacity, and we took in a Chihuahua mom with 4 pups. I think that was her that you just saw. And that Chihuahua was taking care of one that wasn't even her dog. It's amazing. And we also had a very large pregnant black lab. It was the first dog you might have seen in this video. Her name was Madre, but we're going to let this roll because at the end of this video, we have 2 dogs that were stuck together. There you go, going with Laura. They were like Velcroed with each other. And we have more barking news because we have special pictures from that pregnant dog, Madre. They had to have an emergency operation with her, and she had 10 puppies. I don't think we have all 10, but we do have 5. They are healthy. They are ready. And what does that mean? It means they're going to go to our foster program. And that's one of our segments that we will have later in the podcast. So a lot coming up. But of course, last week was National Rescue Dog Day, and we had a lot of animals. BayFirst was one of our great partner, our great partner that helped us. And we had 75 adoptions, which a number of those were our dogs. I want to recap right now. Heading into this week, we still have 33 cats and 11 kittens. And 2 of those kittens are named Jack Black and Martha Stewart. So, we know how to name them here at SPCA Tampa Bay. We have 27 dogs. So last week, with the help of BayFirst, we had more than 40 plus, and we're now down to 27. Some of those get back on the adoption floor because we did have some transfers. We still have Roxy, our Tampa Bay Rowdies dog of the week. And we also have a dog named Maverick. So if you are a Top Gun fan, and it is already out in movie theaters right now, you might want to come down and get Maverick. As far as critters, we do not have a goose. I believe we don't have a goose, but we do have some chickens. So if you're looking, I don't think Maverick and a chicken or even a Maverick dog and a real goose will play together nicely. But if you are looking for a critter, we have 45 critters, including 2 turtles named Gilligan and Skipper. I mean, come on, folks. Jack Black, Martha Stewart, Roxy, Maverick, Gilligan, and Skipper. I mean, just roll in the theme songs. We can have fun all day long. But let's have fun with Valerie Fulbright. She is here to talk about the BayFirst collaboration with SPCA Tampa Bay. Valerie, would you ever think of naming your animals Jack Black, Martha Stewart, Maverick, Gilligan, Skipper?
I don't know, Eric. You have just made me smile. I can't stop smiling. I mean, it's just from seeing all the pets and the adoptions and hearing all the names, how amazing. BayFirst is so excited to be a part of SPCA and hearing all the great news about the adoptions. How amazing.
Well, and thank you so much, Valerie, for being a very valued partner with SPCA Tampa Bay. I mean, this relationship goes back several years. But I want to talk on the business side real quick before we get into what's been going on with National Rescue Day. When they have name changes, and before we went on air, I think you heard Matt and I joking, one of our former employers, we must have changed our name every year. But when they first announced the name change with you guys, how behind the scenes were you guys like, yes, it's about time? And now are you like, I'm glad it's over with. Now we can get back to business.
It's interesting because it was a natural change for us because it actually aligned us with our holding company. Our holding company is BayFirst Financial Corporation. So by changing our name, it was a natural transition. So we were just really all excited to be changed to BayFirst. So it just fits real well with where we're trying to go. As an organization, it ties right back to our commitment to the community and our goals to become the Bank of Tampa Bay. So it was just natural for us. Now, obviously, as you all were talking, we're glad it's done, right? And we're looking forward to the future.
And you guys celebrated not only with all the great things that you do for your business side, but can you share some of the other random acts of kindness, not just with us, but also that you did throughout the community to celebrate?
We did, and we had a really good time with it too. Outside of just unveiling, right, our new sign in front of our bank and celebrating with our employees on Central Avenue. We're on 700 Central Avenue. On Monday, May 16th, we had that celebration. But we also, we had the trolley. We had the trolley ride. And I don't know, we have a mascot, Cash, and Cash is just fun, right? He's a Labrador retriever, big furry fun thing. And he rode the trolley with the rest of our riders. And so he was on the trolley. We gave free rides on the trolley. We also did we had the rides on the trolley. We also gave out free meals, 100 free meals in Newtown.
Wow.
We had Miss Susie's Kitchen cooked food and passed out food at our Newtown community location. And then, as you know, and you just mentioned, we helped our rescue dogs through May 27th. It'll still continue, right? BayFirst will match pet adoption fees. And we'll also provide adopting families with a $25 gift card. There's Cash. Look at Cash. He's so fun. Everybody loves Cash. You can't help but love him. And so Cash is helping us to support the SPCA. So just amazing things that we've done, and we continue year round, as you know. We do a lot with SPCA. We love animals. We're also a PAWS program with the mayor. So we have pets all the time. We love them to come into the bank.
That's right. Talk about how dog friendly you are, because being part of the mayor's St. Pete PAWS program, we talk about that a lot. We've had the mayor on. We've had, the previous mayor and current mayor on as well. But talk about how dog friendly your organization is.
It's funny. I'll tell you, we are so dog friendly. We had one of our customers had a pet, and he would come in and he actually would make deposits. So he would bring in the cash bag, right, with the cash, and he would come in, and you wouldn't even see his owner, right? And he would just come into the bank, bring the cash bag, jump up to the teller line, and deposit the cash. And so it was just a thing. And so we have all types of animals. We have pet treats for the animals. We have pet bowls we pass out to our customers, and we just love animals. Our CEO, he's just a diehard animal lover. So pets are always welcome, always.
Now, Valerie, we saw a video earlier of Cash when he was visiting here with us, and I also wanted to mention one of those dogs. Thanks to our collaboration and your sponsorship this past weekend, one of those dogs had been here with us since February. And found their forever home. So, when an animal's been here for 3 months, that's a lot of resources for us, which we gladly are a part of. But thanks to partners like you, this animal was able to find its way home. But Cash, not only in getting out in the community, he has a program for kids where, do you think that will have some more kids participate in their parents throughout the summer now that school is out?
Yeah, Cash has a thing called Cash Bashes. And as a matter of fact, we've had at least 4 or 5 of them so far, whereby we go at our various locations, our banking centers. and it's fun. It's just really about bringing the kids together to, engage them in financial education, understanding, and just to have fun. We have food and entertainment, and we have bounce houses, and cash is there, and just to bring them all together. We're also, just like you, we are a sponsor at the Rowdies. So Cash is oftentimes at the Rowdy games, and so you can see him there as well. So he's all over town. He's a big hit, as a matter of fact.
Definitely.
Yes.
And also Cash and BayFirst is helping kids, and not just kids, but folks just like us as well. They can go to your website on your blog and find out all types of tips. Like, we're trying to help people prepare for hurricanes. You're trying to help kids prepare to learn more about finances, and also to help small businesses as well. So it's not just about the kids, it's about folks who are looking to start a business, looking to take out a loan. Can you share a little bit about where they can find that information?
Yeah, if you go to our website, bayfirstfinancial.com, there is a ton of information. We focus on obviously on all of your banking needs, from just general banking needs for commercial lending, from SBA lending. We also have mortgages, so we do any type of mortgage lending as well. But more important than that, we also educate you. So we have all the information around minority women lending as well. And we provide information as to how to get those loans, not just information on the loans, but how to help you to actually secure the money that you need. But we also go beyond that, and we have a site for kids. We have an app for kids to help them to understand financial information, financial literacy. We do that at our sites too. At some of our banking centers, we have educational programs. And we also have information for our 50 or better population as well. So we have a Trendsetters Club. So we do stuff in that community as well, and provide, actually, we provide opportunities for them to gather in a social setting. And we did that throughout the pandemic. So we really bank with our community in mind. Even though we have a national presence with SBA as well as our residential, we are really a community bank at heart, and focus on really supporting this community and meeting our customers where they are. So we try to do that. That's really what we're all about.
Well, I'm always reminded of you guys because as I'm traveling to work on 19, if I take that route, there's a big old billboard right there that probably now has gone through the name change and everything. Before we sign off and head to a commercial break here on the 4All Podcast, anything to share about your pets in your lifetime that you've had, anything to share with our listeners and viewers?
You know what? It's funny. I tell you, I think pets are critically important to kids. It teaches you life skills. I've always had a pet. My first pet, his name was Tippy. When you start saying names, and we were able to name him Tippy, and his name was Tippy because he was a black lab, and he had a little white tip on his tail, and so we named him Tippy. And my kids grew up with pets, and my husband and I have two. Miss Chancellor, named after The Young and the Restless, and Lucy. Lucy, named after I Love Lucy. So we have two. They are Alasapoos, little small pets. So we love dogs, and dog lovers.
You mentioned Young and the Restless. Somewhere, somebody is a fan of the Days of Our Lives, and they have named their pets Roman, Marlena, Bo, Hope, Stefano Demira, all those big characters.
Yeah.
My goodness. I'm giving our staff, now I've given my staff too many ideas. They're going to start looking at all the soap operas.
And Miss Chancellor is 14 years old. So Miss Chancellor was alive when she was named Miss Chancellor. So
that is awesome. Anything else to add, Valerie?
Thank you for having us on. We appreciate and love being partners with SPCA, and intend on having a long-lasting partnership with you, and love and appreciate everything you do to support and help animals in the community. The work you do is just above and beyond. So thank you so much, Eric,
Awesome.
for all that you do.
Air high five.
High
There we
five.
go.
High
There we go.
five.
Thank you, Valerie. And thank you,
Absolutely.
BayFirst. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about, remember, we showed you those animals that just came in from Georgia. And obviously, that some of those puppies are going to need some foster families. We're going to share with you how you can help us out here at SPCA Tampa Bay. Stay with us.
All shapes, colors, species, breeds, ages, situations, welcome here. Shelter care training, so pets are safe and healthy. We're here for you, have no fear. A place for our community, for creatures big and small. SPCA Tampa Bay for all. Dogs, cats, pocket pets, reptiles, livestock, birds and wildlife too. No matter where you come from or what you've been through, we are here for you. A place for our community, for creatures big and small. SPCA Tampa Bay for all.
And we are back on the For All podcast. My name is Eric Keaton. Time to talk about our next segment, and that is with Camille Harkenreiter and Hunter Leonard. They're talking about fostering with SPCA Tampa Bay. Take it away, dynamic duo.
Thanks, Eric. So we're here with Hunter, our foster coordinator, and our little baby kitten friend. Such a cutie.
Trying to get out.
Oh. And Hunter's going to tell us a little bit more about our foster program. So Hunter, can you tell us why this foster program is so needed here at SPCA Tampa Bay?
Yeah, so our foster program's super important for little ones like these. I mean, in the shelter, they can't stay overnight, so they need someone to care for them around the clock. So it offers us the opportunity to send those animals out to get that care. And then pregnant moms and litters and stuff, instead of staying in this environment, they can go home and be in a relaxed and calm space.
Yeah. And how long do they typically stay in a foster home, if you had to guess?
All depends. Ones like this little one here would be out for about 2 months until it's old enough for surgery and weighs about 2 pounds. And then and then moms and litters out for about 2 months as well. She's hungry right now, so she's chewing on my fingers. But
what a cutie. Oh my goodness. So I know you mentioned pregnant mamas, their babies. What other kinds of animals typically need foster homes?
So we have guinea pigs and rabbits on pregnancy watch, older animals who need some respite care and maybe lose some weight before surgery, maybe their post-surgery recovery, like after dentals and stuff. Want to make sure they're eating before going out to a foster or a adoptive home.
For sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And how many animals do you think we have in foster currently?
Currently, we have about 43. That number changes about every day, though.
That's a lot.
Yeah. They keep coming back and going through surgery, then you send more out. So numbers always changing. But
and for those 43 animals, how many families take care of those?
So we have about 93 foster families right now, which is pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, more than we started when I came on. But we're still always accepting more. We're looking for a lot more people to take puppies, and pregnant moms have a harder time finding fosters for the dogs than the kittens.
And why do you think that is?
The kittens are easier to care for usually. I mean, taking a mom and a litter of 6 into your home for dogs, that can be quite a big task. So, I mean, like you can see, she's a handful already. So imagine 6 puppies running around.
For sure. It's a handful.
Yes.
Oh. So how do we join the foster program if we're interested in becoming a foster family?
So I typically tell people to send me an email first. My email is foster@spcatampabay.org. That way I know that you're interested. I'll send you a link to apply on our website. That's usually the easiest way for most people. And after that, you'll need to attend a foster orientation. After that, you're welcome to foster through our organization.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Seems like a relatively simple process.
Yeah, and the foster orientation's nice because people get to learn a little bit about our policies, learn some training, and get to tour the whole facility. So
that's great.
Yeah, get a better idea of what we do here.
Yeah, feel more connected to what they're doing and get to see the difference they're making. That's
right,
really, really
exactly.
Cool. Awesome. So for those who aren't able to take animals into their homes to foster them, but they still want to be involved and support the program, do you have any suggestions for them?
Yeah, so I mean, if you can't foster in your home, we're always accepting donations, of course, for the foster program. Right now, we're looking for some more X-pens, like the metal play pens for dogs and puppies, with the increase with moms and litters recently. Always accepting kitten and dog formula. That's super important during this time of year. But there's also other volunteer opportunities here, like walking the dogs and stuff. That a great way to help the animals here if you can't help them in your home.
Definitely. That's awesome. Is there anything else that you think we should know about the foster program here?
No.
I think we covered most of it.
I think so.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Hunter, for joining us. Thank you so much to this sweet little
yes, chewing on her blanket
kitty. Oh my gosh. And if you're interested, you heard Hunter, you can send him an email. You can reach out to us on social media if you're interested in fostering or volunteering in any capacity. There's also an application on our website. But that's all for now. Back to you, Eric.
All right, thank you, Camille and Hunter. And folks, if you're listening to our podcast, because we have several hundred folks that do download the podcast, you have to go to our YouTube or our Facebook page, or just go to spcatampabay.org/podcast. Because if you're just listening, you're missing everything that kitten was doing on Hunter's lap and climbing up his shirt and popping out of the little blanket that they had for it as well. So it is quite the story while they are talking. Okay, when we come back, we are going to talk with Doc Lopez. He has hurricane preparedness. One of those tax holidays is coming up this weekend to help you prepare your pets for hurricane season, because it's not going to go on strike. It is here. And we'll also meet one of our newest ambassadors, Connie Black, and her dog, Frankie. And we also have the winners of our social media Tampa Bay Rowdies contest. So stay with us.
All shapes, colors, species, breeds, ages, situations, welcome here. Shelter care training, so pets are safe and healthy. We're here for you, have no fear. A place for our community, for creatures big and small. SPCA Tampa Bay for all. Dogs, cats, pocket pets, reptiles, livestock, birds and wildlife too. No matter where you come from or what you've been through, we are here for you. A place for our community, for creatures big and small. SPCA Tampa Bay for all.
We are the For All podcast with SPCA Tampa Bay, our shelter in Largo. And we also have our pet hospital, the Veterinary Center in St. Pete. And that's where Doc Lopez gets us ready because it starts next week. Hurricane season is here once again in Florida. Go ahead, Doc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rizal Lopez of the SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center. The Tampa Bay area loves baseball, football, hockey, and soccer season. Hurricane season, not so much. Expert indicators predict the 2022 hurricane season to have above average activity, including 9 hurricane-force storms and 4 major hurricanes. The season starts June 1st and goes through November 30th. The time for you, your family, and pets to be prepared is now. At SPCA Tampa Bay, we've had recent experience at our For All shelter, keeping our animals safe from Hurricane Irma and helping our partners in the Panhandle when they were impacted by storms. What helped us was a plan to keep our animals and our team safe and healthy. Keep your family and pets safe by knowing what to do in the event of an emergency and make a plan now. Here are some tips to help you prepare for a potential storm. First, know your flood and evacuation zones. Visit your county's website. In Pinellas County, go to pinellascounty.org to check the flood and evacuation zones near you. Next step is to plan where you go if an evacuation is necessary or ordered. Pre-registration is required to stay in a pet-friendly emergency shelter. Call your county and get on the list, or download the registration form on your county's website and return it to either emergency management or your county's animal services. Never leave your pets alone if you have to evacuate. You won't be able to get back to them due to storm surge or flood damage. Your pets may end up being left alone for hours or days depending on severe weather, storm damage, downed power lines, road closures, or other poor conditions. Wind or rain damage to your home and yard could also put your pets at risk for injury or escape in your absence. Always pack at least 3 to 5 days worth of supplies. Remember to bring essential items with you, like your pet's food and medications, bottled water, and their medical and shot records, as well as familiar items like a favorite toy or blanket. Make sure your pet's collar has the identification tag on it, and that your contact information on your pet's microchip and tag are up to date. If you don't know how to update your pet's microchip, ask your veterinarian or the shelter where you adopted your pet to help you. Start planning now. Don't wait for another storm to figure out your plan for hurricane season. The hurricane season lasts through Thanksgiving, and the Tampa Bay area will likely feel the effect of a hurricane or tropical storm this season. For more on hurricane pet prep and other information, visit us at spcatampabay.org/blog.
All right, thank you, Doc. And that information is on our website. And just a reminder again that Florida's 2-week disaster preparedness tax holiday starts this Saturday on May 28th. Remember, a Girl Scout troop up in Palm Harbor, they alerted the governor's office in the state that, look, maybe you should be including some of these pet items that we need for our animals to keep them safe during hurricane season, to include them as well during the tax holiday buying period. And some of those items are pet carriers that cost $100 or less, pet beds, $40 or less, bags of pet food that cost $30 or less. I know if you're preparing, some of those may cost a little more, but you might want to buy them $30 or less and spread that out. Cat litter, $25 or less, leashes, collars, muzzles, and pet waste disposal bags. A lot of those things, if we get lucky this year for hurricane season, you still need those type of items for your pets, and therefore they will get used as well. So save some money on the tax holiday. All right, we'll shift gears now and talk about our ambassador class of 2022. We're going to start introducing you to our new 9 members for each For All podcast. Up first, we have Connie Black and her dog, Frank.
I went to an event where many of the rescue groups in Florida were represented, and I went with a friend. I didn't intend on adopting a dog because I already had a dog, And I saw all of these dogs in need, and I knew that I wanted to help out. So out of all those dogs, I think Frankie picked me. I got him when I had a golden retriever, and my golden retriever was my first dog ever. So I was new to the world, and I had never put a dog down, which is heart-wrenching. And I wanted the vet to come to my house, and so she did. And I had thought about having Frankie there, but because he gets a little active when new people are there and barks, I was afraid he would upset my dog. So I kept him at my friend's house, and I put my dog down, and he was lying on the floor in a particular place. Immediately, Frankie came in, went to that place, and my golden had always stolen my shoe and would run around my dining room table. Frankie has never been a toy dog or anything like that, nor stolen shoes. But that particular day, he smelled the spot where Bob had been lying, and then he went over and picked up my shoe and ran around the dining room table. He has always been very sensitive, and so I'm a life coach, and I work with people, and when I'm working with them in person, if they get emotional or upset, and he can be on the sofa asleep, he immediately senses it, and he goes to comfort them. I think we're in elementary school, and they've got PhDs. I mean, they are teaching me, he teaches me constantly that he is so aware. And then I recognize it in all animals through what he's taught me, that he knows me. He's reading me even without language. I always talk about my dog, Bob, because that was my first dog. He was a golden retriever, and he changed my life. And I always get emotional because if you've never had an animal because you think it's too much trouble, you will get more than you ever give. And it's a relationship that is so expansive that I don't think you can get from humans. And so I have so many good memories, and I will continue to have animals in my life. They teach me every day. I went for a tour of the facility and saw the need, and really even in the wildlife part of the facility, I got to go in and feed a bird that they were rehabbing, and it was such a connection to the fact that they are involved in every rehabilitation of most every animal that you can imagine. I didn't know that you could take wildlife there, and really to see a bird that doesn't even look like a bird with no feathers whatsoever on it, and then see it rehabilitated, see it be released, there's nothing like it. It connects you to everything. It connects you to nature, and I think it helps us remember who we are. We released some mockingbirds on the property, and there were 9 of them, and they had left us with some dried worms and things to give them the next day in case they could not find food. And I came out of my house the next day, and 7 of the mockingbirds were there. And I dropped out the food, and they ate it. I came out the next day, and we have beautiful, wild foliage and things around here, and they were there again. But by the 3rd day, I think that either they knew that I had run out of food, or they had finally just decided to say goodbye, that they were on their way. But I still hear them singing, and I know they're here. I love what their mission is. They're doing it to the fullest. But I think if anyone saw that is an animal lover of any kind, I promise you they will want to help. I'm so excited to be involved. I want to be more involved. I think if people would go there and see it, and even if you might even be new to the animal world, because I think I'm still learning, I think it fills you up in a way that nothing else does. Nothing.
And to learn more about our ambassadors, just go to SPCATampaBay.org and you can click on the menu, get involved, and top one, ambassadors. You can learn about more than 40 that we have throughout the Tampa Bay area, including our new class of 22. All right, time now to give away some tickets to some Rowdies games. They sponsor our social media question of the week, and this week we were talking all about this meme from a guinea pig, but the Rowdies having a great season, and they are our special sponsor for the Rowdies question of the week. See, Matt mutes my microphone during that, and I would really like to sing during the course of that because no, I would not sing. That is not what I'm going to do. But let's show them the picture. Our social media team said, hey, let's get on Instagram. Let's get on Facebook. This is a picture by one of our staff or members of our volunteer photography team. Great job. That's a real guinea pig. Remember, we had that Pocket Pet promo where we even have guinea pigs wearing sunglasses. So what did some fans on Instagram and Facebook, what did they submit? We have Natasha Milby, Sir Elton John's toupee. Love it. Jennifer Dickens. I'm just a hunk of burning love. Wait a minute. I got to, thank you very much. Elvis Pigley. Don't come back to me. I'm still reading. Natalie Harmon. It's a vibe. Okay. What else do we have here? Keaton Hunter. No relation to Hunter or myself. You're going to have to be cooler than that to adopt me. All right. They see me rolling. They hating. That's I can't even say that one. Those are some funny login names for Facebook and or Instagram. Ashley Marie. Anyone can be cool, but being awesome takes practice. All right. The future's so bright, I got to wear shades. Okay. We hear you there, Misty. And Suzanne Pindler. I'm too cool for school. All right. We have any more? Yeah, we do. Suncoast PBA, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Faith Ring number 7, what's up, awesome dudes? You think I need a haircut? The guinea pig does need a hair. What would you do? I guess you can't give him haircuts. I think I look pretty hairsome. I like that one. And, there's one of our ambassadors, an ear attorney. We'll be having her video story. Yeah, man, I get my hair blown out every Tuesday, you dig? Of course, the comedian. That's a good one. But who did we pick? I do not select the winners, but let's see who got the pair of tickets. Let's go. Matt is holding up the peace sign. So when I see that sign, it means peace. This is number 2. Who's number 2? I'm just a hunk of burning love. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Elvis Pigley. I like that one. Been made a meme. I think we do repost those on social media. And number 1 is Sir Elton John's toupee. That does look like a toupee. I mean, come on, folks, it does. And it's probably one of the few times that Sir Elton John will top the king of rock and roll, but only in this meme. Remember that. All right, that's going to do it. Great submissions, everybody. They were all good. But there can only be a couple winners for those Rowdies tickets. And our team will get with you and contact you, message you, or email if that was included, and get you those digital tickets for an upcoming Rowdies game. Will be a lot of fun. Not sure if it will be one of the Rowdies games where we bring out one of the dogs. It's just all part of the timing. I think the next time we're out with the Rowdies, it's a June 23rd or June 18th game coming up on a Saturday. Thank you for watching or listening to this edition of the For All podcast with SPCA Tampa Bay. Remember, go to our website at spcatampabay.org/podcast. That's PAWDcast to learn more about our past episodes on pet health, talking to members of our community and our partners, and of course, sharing the stories of the animals in our care. We'll see you on the next one in June.